I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. I know this is a different setting. A lot has changed. You see us at home, but AfterBuzz TV wants to make sure all their hosts and talents are safe at home during this Corona scare. However, the something that has stayed the same is that you have me as your host, Breanna Chianne, and Kittie KaBoom is here.
What's up, boys?
And Alexis Brown is here.
Hi, guys.
And of course, we're gonna have a great show as usual, and you're not even gonna realize that you're watching us from our homes. So let's start off. This is episode 50 of season 2. On Who. Now, ladies, let's start with how you felt about the episode.
Overall?
Yes, overall.
Go ahead, Lexi, take it away.
Well, one, Andre is my favorite person of all time. He just tickled me in every scene that he was in. He's my favorite. It was a really good episode. A lot of blow-ups, a lot of, just catastrophe and chaos, kind of like what our life is going through right now. So it was good to watch.
What about you?
I enjoyed it. I always get a kick out of the show simply because, real life, imitating art or whatever, they are just nuts. So yeah, I enjoyed it. Plus it was good to see it finally come to a head with a couple of the different couples. Like I was pleasantly surprised to see finally we're addressing this,
Yeah. Well, I want to start off with a couple that we haven't really seen too much of, Tracy and Clint.
Yeah.
The dynamic, disturbing, dysfunctional duo ever.
Mm-hmm.
So basically we're here and Clint gets to his house. He's pounding on the door. Tracy's there minding her business, trying to do laundry.
Like minding her business.
Minding her business. Probably high as hell.
Baby. Yes.
He definitely was.
Yeah, and then Clint just is frustrated and he's still on this whole thing about are you going to rehab or not? And Tracy is just not hearing it. And then we finally get to a point towards the end of the discussion where they opened up about Tracy's abortion.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the most humane, probably almost sober moment we've seen Tracy.
Right.
And I want to see how you guys felt when Clint made that throwaway comment, because I thought that was like a savage thing to say.
Yeah, that was a horrible thing to say. It really was. And here's the thing, hurt people, right? So both of them have obviously hurt each other quite a bit in addition to hurting themselves. So they have so much work to do that I'm not really surprised that he said something so rude and mean and hurtful. But at the same time, I'm not excusing it in any way. I'm just saying, at some point, what point do you take it before pushing back? You know what I mean? She just keeps coming for him. She keeps talking disrespectful about him, about his mom, his family. I don't care if you leave. I don't, I have other guys that I want to, she's just disrespectful on every level. So a part of him probably, that was just like a knee-jerk reaction. Like, well, shit, you done throw away stuff. So you threw away our baby. How about that?
Wow,
it wasn't very mature, but you can't, I don't know. I don't want to say you can't blame him, but I kind of understand,
I totally agree, Kitty. I think, she was going below the belt and saying things that were hurtful, and she was saying basically anything that she knew would hurt him. And after a while of taking it, it's like, okay, I'm going to throw this jab too, because you keep throwing these jabs at me. It's not mature, but they haven't showed us to be the most mature people anyway. So I don't know why we expect him to be mature right now, but It's just weird that he would use something that also he claimed hurt him to hurt her. How can you even say that type of comment when you kind of were in the process of all of that happening too? It's not like she was just like, I'm gonna get rid of the baby. It was a decision y'all made together. So how can you throw that in her face when you were a part of it and it's something that has affected your life too? That part I didn't understand.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with both of you. I also realized at that moment where Tracie kind of put him in the light that he was, which was a bad light, he tried to backpedal and say, well, I wanted you to keep it, but you said that you shouldn't. And then Tracie called him out and she said, no, you said that I would regret the decision. And I feel like that it plays out how this whole thing with their drugs thing is, where it's need to put Tracie in this bad light of, well, you're a drug addict and you did this and you did that. And Clint has no accountability at all, but he's more concerned about putting himself in, I'm the victim, I tried, and she's making it hard for me to make this life that I want for us.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. He has played victim the entire time. It's always about poor me, I love my goddess, but she's not, you know, playing fair, and she's not willing to do the work that's necessary in order to be sober. But hearing that, like, it really kind of put things in perspective. Like, you couldn't possibly be just, you know, not free of what's like innocent of everything. There has to be something that you contributed to the demise of the two of you. And I think that's probably what pushed her over the edge.
Yeah. You know what I wish Clint would do? I wish he would stop calling his mom.
Oh my God, yeah.
Why does he even call her and stress her out in these situations when he knows he has absolutely no plans of leaving? What is the point of getting her on the phone?
Exactly. Why even involve her?
I think it's almost like it's just another way to bully Tracie into making her, because what's better than having someone on your side who's gonna gang up on somebody that you're against? Like, if you have someone that's like F the ops, and the ops happens to be the daughter-in-law that you didn't even want, and you're already a mama's boy, that's literally, he lives to call his mom, and his mom lives to be called on.
Yeah. And you know, another thing, it reminds me of like when you're going through it with your man and you call all your girlfriends and tell them all the dirt, tell them all the secrets, in an attempt almost, because I've done this, unfortunately. Because my reasoning was like, I'll never go back to this man ever again. So if I tell the world like the worst of the worst that he's done, then how crazy will I look if I turn around and go back to him? So it's like you want these allies on your side in order to almost like invigorate you to keep going, to stay away. Like, keep this man in the back of your, you know, in your rear view. Yeah. And I think that's why he does it. Almost like, give me the strength I need, mom, hold me down. You know, it's wrong, but I think that's the only way he knows how.
Oh, God. Idiot. Well,
yeah, pretty much.
It's draining. It's super draining. But before we go on to our next couple, Alexis, please share this message with our amazing viewers.
Hey guys, I know we're all trapped in our rooms with nowhere else to go in all this chaos. So why not continue to watch us and continue to make us the ESPN of TV talk? We appreciate it. We love it. We can't do what we do without you. So even though you have to look at my little bedroom, make sure you still give us a big thumbs up. Make sure you comment on this video. Make sure you're subscribed to our channel if you're not already. And if you're listening, I guess there's still a way you can listen. Make sure to give us a 5-star rating, because as I mentioned, we're trapped in our house and we can't do this without you. So please keep watching.
Yay!
And shout out to our amazing producers also at AfterBuzz who were able to.
Yes!
Shout out to Vito, you rock, you rock.
Shout out to Vito.
Yeah.
Go Vito.
All right.
Thank you guys for shouting me out, by the way. Thank you so much, guys, for shouting me out, by the way. I really appreciate it.
Hey, Vito.
Welcome to the quarantine.
All right. So Tony and Angela, they're gearing up for their wedding, this big wedding that they both dreamt of. Well, Angela dreamt of. Tony just dreamt of having a bachelor party. That's his concern. Homeboy Andre is in town. He's out. And Angela is just not feeling, she hasn't even met Andre. And she's totally against it. Is it fair that Angela is against Andre and Tony's relationship?
Fair? No, I don't think it's fair, because you know, you gotta she wants him to be better. So how can you say I'm better and then be like, oh, you're gonna go back down that road just because of somebody that you hang out with? Like, you have to have some sort of trust that he's not gonna do the same things no matter who he's around. He's not trustworthy in any way. But you're trusting him enough to stay with him, so you have to trust him enough to marry him. Do anything. Yeah. So at least let him have a night where he can have fun with another friend without assuming he's gonna do the worst. Especially without even meeting this man, he could be the good person in all of this, you know.
First of all, why in the hell would you have that Tommy boy acting like he's the police? Why are you making these two people hang out together in the quote unquote hopes that they become this lifelong friend? They're not going to be friends.
Wait, ever. But do you think it's fair for her to be against Andre? And
right, no, I'm sorry. I heard the question. I was just starting with that because I think it's so ridiculous. And I knew that he was going to snitch. But no, I do think it's a bit pushed. He doesn't have any friends, no family where they are. Who else is he supposed to reach out to and be friends with except somebody that he already has a relationship with? Maybe Andre isn't the greatest guy, but you've never even met him. Give him a chance. And it's unfair for you to have all your friends and family present for you, and he has no one to call. Like, who's he supposed to lean on?
I agree. I think that it doesn't make sense for her to be so against. I understand that he was locked up because he was selling drugs and Tony has a drug habit. I totally get it. One, you shouldn't be marrying a man that you feel like you have to tell him who he can and can't be friends with. True. Two, facts. You had a huge problem with him telling you that you can't be friends with Tommy.
Oh, good point.
So that's another thing. But on top of that, it's just crazy to me because if her sister Faye can change, because she has a checkered past, she was there, she had a whole meth lab in her house that she would steal for. And I'm sure her family welcomed her back when she got out with open arms. And then on top of that, Angela was quick to get in a relationship with Tony while he was locked up and ready to marry him. I just don't see why she can give these two people in her life a chance, but she's totally against Andre.
Bingo.
She's a hypocrite. You know what I mean? We all walk a kind of contradicting line sometimes, but to be aware of that is really necessary. This whole relationship, as we all know, is a joke. But since they're taking it seriously and they claim that they have like true love for each other, those are part of the prerequisites or should be for a lifelong commitment. Trust, you know what I mean? Communication, all of that stuff. They lack all of those things. And she keeps trying to be somebody's mama and you know, watch out for everything this man is doing and like being all in his business and checking him and making rules on refrigerators. Girl, are you his woman or his mama? Like, you gotta let it go, because if not, then you're gonna be in a world of trouble. And why would you want that? Either walk away or be in it and let that man do what he's gonna do.
I can't imagine if Angela had kids and had this relationship going on. Yes. I feel like her kids would be so screwed up.
I do too, though. I do.
I mean, maybe if she had kids, she wouldn't act like that with Tony. Like, maybe she never got that, so she tries to find that in a different relationship.
I could see that, maybe, because he is significantly younger than her.
Yeah, and she gets to play mom to him, you know, like that, giving him allowance, telling him where he can and can't go, dragging him out of places. That's what moms do, you know?
Yeah. Right. It's pretty sad. It's pretty pathetic, but I mean, we've known that from day one. So I'm not surprised, but it is pretty sad to be put in a position where you feel like, you know, you have to follow the person's rules or else, and like you love them or they love you. It's just, they act more like mom and son than, you know, husband and wife. They're corny.
You know what I wish though? I wish that when Angela came and tried to drag him out of the strip club, I wish he would have stood his ground and not gone. It made me really, really mad that he just got up and left with her, because it's like, this is my bachelor party. All I was doing was having fun. You want to send your spy with me to pretend to be my friend who has already told me that he wants to break up our marriage. And now you're going to break up my bachelor party. I was so mad in that moment, actually, that he listened to her. I know she was happy, but like, he should have put his foot down, in my opinion.
I agree.
He had some balls.
Yeah.
Tony had huge balls to say what he said about his feelings for Angela in front of Tony and Andre.
Yeah,
I know, right?
In front of my homeboy too. We could both just jump you right now.
Exactly.
I loved Andre so much. He is such a black person with the. So what you
Such
gonna
a
do
black
about
person.
it? So you feel away. What you gonna do about it? Like he was killing me, and then for him to flip and be like, "Well, I'm the best man. What you think I should do?" I was like, what?
Exactly. No, my favorite was when he said, because you're going to get crushed over. Like you do know, like whether it's now, later, we can do this. Get it how you live it, brother. It's whatever. Come for us and see what happens to you. I love him too. I thought he was so
the
dope.
best. I loved him.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. I want to ask a serious question.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy taking the video or the picture or whatever and sending it to Angela. Was that a fair move? Was that an understandable move?
Yeah. That was an F-boy move, in my opinion.
So
that was an F-boy move.
And Kitty say no.
Well, okay. So you know what? And never mind. I don't think it's an F-boy move. I think Tommy has been very clear, well, at least in the last couple episodes. I want to be with Angela. I don't want her with you. I'm going to do whatever it takes to break this marriage up. He literally told this man this seconds before he went off with this stripper. So if you know this man is trying to break up your marriage, wouldn't the smart thing be to not do it, or at least be a little bit more sneaky about it? Like, you know, this man's trying to break up your marriage. I feel like Tony knew that he was going to snitch or do something, and he just was like, I'm going to do it anyway. So it's like for Tommy, he made it clear what his move was. So it was up to Tony to either be like, fuck it, I'm going to do what I want to do, or, not do it. So
face the consequences.
I think it's totally fair. He made it clear.
I think that Tony probably believed that Tommy was at least a man's man. Like he might be a punk and trying to break up my marriage, and he might be this and that and the third. But I think in his mind, real men or men in general take kind of like, we have a girl code, right? Like there's certain things that we just know without speaking on it that we wouldn't do. I would never date one of you guys' exes. I would never, you know what I mean? Things of that caliber. So I think that in his mind, he was like, listen, he's still a man. He ain't about to snitch like a little bee to my soon to be wife, because like he's a man. He gets it. Like, we're here. This is the bachelor party. Where else would we have strippers if not here? Yeah, I think he gave him too much credit, but I think that's what
if he thought that was absolutely ridiculous. My first thought would be, I can't do nothing now because my wife's little pet is here to tell on me. So it's like, I don't know. If he expected that, he's an idiot. But this is Tony, so
I was about to say, well,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate, because I feel like if I'm out and I see my homegirl's fiance at a strip club enjoying his bachelor party, doing something I know she's not going to do, I would take the picture and send it, because that's my friend and my loyalty.
No, but see, I agree.
That's just me looking at it from the perspective of Tommy being a friend to Angela. So I think I see it from both sides, because I feel like it is a feminine move. Like, it's kind of pussy for Tommy to go about it the way he did. But at the same time, I can see I don't know. I can see Tony just being like, okay, well, F it. Because Tony knows he can do whatever he wants, and Angela is so desperate to get married. She's like, okay, I'm mad today, but we're still going to get married tomorrow. Just know that I'm pissed.
Right.
Yeah. But I just know that if I saw, my friend's fiance doing something, I was like, girl, let me
yeah, but then the difference though too is you weren't there with him. You know what I mean? If you went as a friend of the fiance and were hanging out and then you snitched, that makes sense. You was then snitch, that would be like, I don't know. That might be a little more questionable. It
does change it a little bit.
It changes a little bit, because if you happen to see him on the other side of the room, then yeah, you got every right to spill, the tea. But if you're literally there with him, it kind of looks like, well, why did you come if you just want to tell her what I'm doing? You
Right.
know?
But that's the big question. Why did he come? Why are they continuing to act like friends? Like, I wish that after Tony found out in the last episode that he had proposed to Angela, that he'd be like, I'm not hanging out with him no more.
Right.
Why would I want to be around somebody who proposed to the person I'm engaged to? At the same time, I was engaged to her. Now we're supposed to go to the strip club together? No, why are we even there together? I feel like that was such a producer move. Like, you have to go.
I was just about to say that.
But you know what it is.
Because that's what happens when production steps in and makes like these unrealistic choices. It makes us viewers, we watch it and it's like, why? What?
For good TV. That's what it always is about. This is about ratings. It's about good TV, or not good necessarily in terms of like content-wise TV. And they want the viewer. They want people to click. They want whatever. So they're like, oh, this is going to be messy. Let's make this happen. You know what I mean? It's totally unrealistic. There's no way. I mean, I don't particularly like Tony, but I don't see him being like, hey, that's fine. Tommy, come on along. Let's see what happens. Like, nah.
Yeah.
But how about her walking in there and being like, let's go, like somebody mama? I was done. I was like, don't go, Tony, don't stand up. Do not let her push you around. That's ridiculous.
It gave me PTSD from when I was a kid and my mama came in my school and dragged me out like that. Ooh. And I was like, this is somebody's wife. This isn't someone's mama. Like, you're treating this man like a child. Exactly. He's in a strip club. What did you think he was going to do?
Right, exactly.
He slept with
ordered some wings.
What did you think he was going to do? This is a man that slept with prostitutes.
Okay, let's be clear. Yeah, clearly she thought he was going to get him some barbecue wings or some, some little pizza and watch the game. Come on now. That's unrealistic and so stupid.
All right, speaking of acting like somebody's mama, we got Sarah popping up the hotel with Michael and Maria. What do you got to say, Alexis? Because I see you just like you holding it. You're holding it. This is your girl. Let's remind.
No.
Okay.
Everything that I have said about Sarah this entire season is out the window. I gave this girl such the benefit of the doubt, and she completely let me down. Sarah, it's over. No, all like
it's crazy
sadness and sympathy that I had for you, and all of this thought that you had all this growth and it was strictly about the kids, out the window. I was wrong.
Completely.
No more love affair?
Nope.
This is the thing, though. This is the thing. Sarah bringing up these kids every single minute. Every time she says the kid's name, I know she wants to say me.
Yeah.
When she's talking about represent your kids, she's saying represent me. Stick up for your kids. Stick up for me. And Michael is not going to do it because, like Maria said, the relationship was out of convenience.
Yeah. She did hit that right on the head.
Sarah's the simple choice. She's safe. She's easy. She's old. She's the old reliable Toyota.
Yep.
She's always gonna be there.
Yeah. If that man even pretended like he wanted to rekindle the relationship, she would come around. And then you're right, Alexis. I was giving her all the props. I'm like, she done been to file papers for divorce and speak to an attorney. She is on it. Like, that thing is never going back. And all it took was for him to show up, sleep, and say that I'll stay over. And it was on. Well, I'm going to make a drink. You want one? What you think? Hell yeah, he want a drink. And he wants some of that puss.
Which he got.
And he got it.
And then she decides, he didn't come pick up Ariana, so I'm going to go to his hotel. What did you need to go there for? And you didn't even bring Ariana. Like, why? It's just so much. And then when she had the nerve to be like, you got to get in the car with me.
Right, so like she's the one saving him.
She wants to save him so badly.
She's just doing whatever she feels like she has to have him be with her. And it's really sad. And I was really hoping that she had moved on from that life, but she hasn't. So.
She hasn't. And the saddest part of all is when she tried to give him not even an ultimatum, like, come be safe with me. Just come to the house. Boo, you done put him in a position where he has to choose yet again. You think Maria is going to stand there and let this man leave with you? oh yeah, you on one.
But Maria
That's
wouldn't
not going to happen.
do anything because Michael would choose Maria without Maria even stepping in and having to say anything.
Yeah,
that just shows where his loyalty is, because regardless, Michael treats Sarah like trash. And and it comes down to the old question of, who does the man love more? The woman that he's lying to or the woman that he's telling the truth to? To be honest, with the way men think, I honestly feel like the woman that they're lying to is the one they love more because they're afraid of losing them. The woman that
I'm confused as to who he's lying to and who he's telling truth to. It seems like he's lying to both of them.
No,
that's true though.
That's true.
Yes. I bet you he didn't run back to that hotel room and announce to Maria that he happened to slip and fall inside that puss.
And
so
that's the
a
point
lie
that I'm making. My point is that he's lying to Maria because he's afraid of losing her. He wouldn't have a problem telling Sarah, Maria's at the hotel right now waiting for me. Of course, that's my girl. Of course, we sleep together. Of course, I want to be with her. He would never tell Maria, yeah, I had sex. He couldn't even tell Maria that Sarah was staying at the house. He lied and told her that she was going out for a girls' night. That everything right then and there. He does not want to lose Maria, so he'll do what he has to do, and that's why he was freaking out so bad.
But it ain't stop him from slipping and falling in that puss. That's what's so disgusting about men. His allegiance to this woman, yet he literally slept with the other woman the night before. He's just gross.
Or he knows that even if he tells the truth to Sarah, she's gonna be there regardless. Which she's made clear.
Yep, she ain't going nowhere. She literally was willing to fight this woman over him. And for what? Like, what? She didn't come and disrespect you. She didn't say anything crazy to you. She came to yell at this man. Obviously, she's out of pocket and her emotions are all over the place. And it's like, that wasn't a very smart. I mean, we already know she's moving out of emotion. She thought that by him coming over there and them having sex, that somehow that was going to like change his mind and have him be a different guy. But he's been the same person he's always been. So what would make, you know what I mean? What would change? That's not going to change overnight. But the sad part was watching her literally think that by giving him an opportunity to come with her, that he was going to take it. It was sad.
Shitted on her right then and there. That's so embarrassing.
Right? It was pathetic.
All that to get left.
How many people laughed when Maria said, I would never let a guy let me look like a fool like he did you. When a whole time he definitely made you look like a fool. And Maria was always saying, Sarah's not a threat to me. I'm not worried about Sarah. I know that door is closed.
Yeah. Do you though, mama?
The door is never closed with the baby mama.
Ever. Well, I don't know about that. I'm a baby mama and I ain't.
Not for him.
Yeah, clearly not for him. But yeah, I mean, you know, I guess it just depends, but clearly not for him. And she's said that on so many levels. She's shown him again and again. I'm disappointed in her. I was
so
really
bad. I don't even know why I thought that she would be different though. Like, I'm
was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Really? We trying to be good stewards. Like, people have good sides. Whatever.
I saw through it because I'm like, there's no way Sarah is just over this man in a matter of months and it's all about the kids after you went through all of this with him, engaged, married, a second baby. And then in a couple months, you're done and it's like all about the kids. Girl, bye. There's
and don't you love
Then it's so frustrating because it's like, it should be about the kids though.
Right.
Because you making it about yourself and saying it's about these kids is making him not want to come around. And at the end, the kids are still getting the short hand of the stick.
Yeah.
Like, and you need to separate your kids from yourself. Say, I want you here, not I want you here for the kids. Because when he comes for the kids, he all up in you.
Right.
Every time.
Every time. Without
fail. What was absolutely hilarious though, not only did she play herself talking about that door is closed and I'm not worried about that, but for you to be really ready to fight this woman, I just thought that was like so I didn't expect that from her. But here's the thing too. Remember when Sarah said, at least with Megan, I was able to have a conversation. This girl just want to throw hands, and that's a problem. It's a problem because you're not about that life. You and Megan are never gonna, y'all are not fighters. Y'all not ready to scrap in the street. Y'all are gonna have a conversation because as much as you get under each other's skin, you're not gonna jump up and want to like throw tables and you know what I mean? So she wasn't worried about that. But
and
she didn't.
Michael's not worth fighting over.
Oh God, no. Ugh.
At all.
Another thing that I do want to touch on when it comes on to the kids is Sarah made a point in her passionate rant when she was talking about, and I'm gonna go home and raise my kids and tell them what a good father they have. First of all, you're not doing your kids any favors by lying. And second of all, because all they're going to do is have these expectations for their dad to be like, okay, where are you at? Like, mom keeps saying you're a good dude. Where are you? Like, where is this good man you keep talking about? Second of all, the only reason she's saying these good things about their dad is because she has hopes that is going to make Michael hate her less, respect her more, and make him feel like when he's ready to come home and have the family together, she'll welcome him back, and his family will be one family, and his daughters will be accepting of him.
Exactly. It's sad. It's pretty pathetic, but I mean, we already know their MO at this point, so nothing really surprises me anymore.
Yeah. All right. Bum ba-da-dum bum bum. Shane and Lacey.
Oh Lordy. That dang
and Lacey.
She's a savage.
Lacey is on some Michael stuff when he said, I keep it around just in case.
That would be her. That would be her. Yeah, no question.
So she and John were in the car, and he made a comment about how she's basically lying about why she's keeping him around. And she says that it's to keep the peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what percentage of that do you guys feel like is true?
I think she was she's confused. I mean, I do believe her when she says she doesn't know what to do. Because she gets herself, it appears, into these kind of predicaments quite a bit. But the fact that she's now somebody's wife, as opposed to just being their girlfriend, it does complicate things. He does live there. He's created a bond with the kids. Like, it's not that easy to jump, even though she thinks it is. And that's why she went back to dip in that pond. So I think she just really wants it to play out for the two of them to duke it out. I don't think she wants to make a decision. I think she wants the decision to be made for her by whether or not who wins the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants me more?
Right. Who's gonna walk away and put up? Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't think it's about keeping the peace so much as it's about, let me see how much I can pit them against each other, and then that will determine who I run away off into the sunset with.
Okay. All right. I see that.
Yeah, I agree with that for the most part. I think it's all a game with Lacey, truthfully. I don't think she really loves either one of them. I think she just likes the option of being able to bounce back and forth. And, Shane handed her on a platter a way to do exactly what she wanted to do, and she's taking advantage of it. But now she's realizing that she's going to have to address it at some point. And like Kitty said, she don't want to make the adult decision to do it herself. She wants it to be made for her. Yeah. Or she doesn't really actually want to make a choice because she wants to keep both choices around.
Exactly.
So, it's sad. It's actually kind of genius, but it's not really a nice thing to do.
Right? You kind of want to give her props for being
it's kind of like, I want to read your book, but I feel bad about it. Like,
I want to read it, but I'm not going to act on it. I'm just going to live vicariously through you.
Right, exactly. Because she's a savage. She is that.
Speaking of immature, I thought it was really annoying that Shane blamed his cheating on him being young. He's like, I was young. I just got out of prison and da-da-da. But this is a life you chose to make. This is a woman you chose to pursue as soon as you got out of prison without making sure you enjoyed life first. You proposed to her. You decided to marry her. You decided to be a stepfather. So at what point in all these grown man decisions did the young you finally pop out and say, I don't think I'm ready for this. I'm going to cheat on my fiance? Why would that be okay?
Or like, I feel like you can only use the "I was young" excuse when you're older. Like, you're talking about you were young, but it was a year ago. Like, you're only a year older. Like, does that mean you're gonna do the same thing because you're young and that's what you claim to do when you were young? Like, no. Like, I don't feel like he can use that as an excuse. I mean, he can, but you can't excuse it because, like I said, he's only a year older than he was then. So I'm gonna assume he's gonna do the same thing because he's still young. You know,
right?
So.
Well, let me just say this as the older of the three of us. Both of you young ladies are extremely mature for your age. I don't know if it's that because of life experiences or your parents, whatever they instilled in you, but I have to say, knowing you both very well, you're both very mature. So I think your decisions.
Kitty.
No, seriously, I can say that in all confidence because you've been in circumstances where you've had to make adult choices and decisions. And obviously you're both adults. I don't mean to, diminish that, but I'm just saying at the age that you're at right now, look at how you're looking at this whole situation. You're able to step back and see it for what it is, make definitive choices based on what's happened in the past or how this might affect the future. Those are mature decisions that clearly he does not have. So yeah, I think that the choice to get married, the choice to make a lifelong commitment, the choice to be a stepfather, all of that was purely from his heart. He genuinely is in lust and infatuated. I don't know if it's real love, but he cares very much for this girl. And in doing so, he knew that he had to step up because that's all that she would allow. You know what I mean? That's what's required. She already has children. It's not like they sat down and said, when neither one of them are parents, do you want to have kids together? Do you think that'd be the smart thing? Can we afford it? Like this is already in place. And because she's kind of been the breadwinner, she's taking care of him. She invited him in. She got him with her feminine wiles, you know what I'm saying? Open to be, now he's in her business so that he's promoting the sex cam, whatever the hell they do. Like all of those, I think, was fueled by emotion and lust and infatuation. These weren't things that he sat down and actually thought of. Plus, remember, this man is just coming home from jail. So he's literally been, like, we're figuratively locked down. He is literally locked down and he can't leave. So his thoughts are only, damn, just look at her. She's bad as shit. She fat to death. She, you know what I mean? She's holding me. It's like she's being a good woman to me. How could I possibly want anything else? So a part of him also probably feels like loyalty, loyal to her, and like he owes her that. When they both decided that marriage was going to be their thing, it was like, okay, well, I'm just going to go with what's been put in front of me because it's appealing to me. So it wasn't like a mature decision on his part. You guys are mature. You're able to see, 5 years from now, this is not going to look good. He doesn't, and plus he's a man, girl, on top of all that. Come on now. You're asking a lot.
I definitely love the fact that you brought up the whole infatuation thing because that's literally what it is. Because Shane has no idea what love is. I think it's amazing that Lacey is stuck on this "you lied to me" thing.
Oh, yes.
You were engaged to two men
at the same time.
What also amazes me is that it kind of sounded like it sounded like John was judging Shane for being an ex-con when they were in the car, and he's like, you met some inmate online and brought him out and started dating him. What did you think was gonna happen? John.
I think that he says that only because they got years in. You know what I mean?
But John, you're literally in and out of prison and you're still like a mess. And you have yet to establish even a healthy friendship with Lacey. So both of you, all three of you are screwed up. You all need help.
No question.
It's disgusting.
They're a throuple. I think they should just agree to be a throuple and keep it moving.
Well, at least Lacey is kind enough to say she wants to at least break up with Shane before she has sex with John.
You believe that?
That's classy.
I think that is admirable.
I think it's admirable.
I do too, but they're words. I don't believe her. Y'all believe her?
She's honorable. I believe her because she sticks to her word. And she doesn't do bad things like sleeping with other men when she's married.
Right. She only kisses and has phone sex. That's it.
That's it.
Actual sex is off the table.
Draw the line at that.
Right. I mean, it sounds good. Okay.
I guess.
I'll go with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, that was a great episode.
Yes.
I'm very excited for the next one.
As am I.
So what predictions do we expect to see next episode?
I predict that the boys, Shane and John, are not actually going to come to blows. I think that John is over the whole fighting thing because I think that he knows Lacey well enough to know that's probably what she wants anyway. So, and the producer was just like, you guys, you cannot like have a fist fight. I think they probably shut it down. I don't think that that's like their MO. You know what I mean? It's not, what's that show? Y'all know where they tell who the baby father is and they fight on each other. Yeah, it's not a Maury thing. So I think they're probably going to go into the house and have like as much as you can expect to call civilized conversation, and she'll be called out on her nonsense, and then they'll all come to some type of, I don't know, temporary understanding, because I don't think anything's going to last with Lacey, because once she get in her wave, she's just going to switch to the other one anyway. So that's my prediction.
Okay.
My prediction is, you know, Michael has basically made his choice. He's going to choose Maria over Sarah. But now we're going to see him have this whole conversation with Megan. But I actually think he's going to tell Megan that he wants to stop talking to her so he can focus on Maria.
I hope so.
The big swing, I know, but that's actually what I'm thinking. I don't think he's going to be faithful to Maria, but I do think he doesn't really want Megan anymore. We haven't really even gotten anything from Megan this season. I feel like, you know, aside from this whole new Sarah stuff, that's all that we really had from their whole little situation. Mm-hmm. So I think we're going to see probably the end of Megan. So I hope she really gets her songs out there, because I don't think she's going to be on the next season. So she better use this time.
Get those streams up.
Yes, exactly. I think Clint and Tracie, I think we already know that she goes to rehab. So I think the last episode is going to be her actually making the move to go to rehab, I hope. And then we're just going to see more disappointment from his mom, because once again, he done brought her in and he stayed with her. So she's going to continue to be sad and rub on that little wiener dog. And then Angela and Tony, I think they're just going to have a beautiful wedding. And I think Tommy may try to say something and Angela's going to shut that shit down, because she's made it clear who her choice is. So yeah, that's my predictions.
You know, I can definitely see Tommy trying to object at the wedding. Mm-hmm. And making a big scene,
which is hilarious.
Yeah, I would love to see that. Or Faye. Mm-hmm. I do think we're seeing the end of Megan. I don't think that he's going to end things though, because when he was on the phone with her, he was saying that I'm gonna come to Texas to see you, boo, and all that, you know, mushy stuff. Mm-hmm. He's giving her just enough to keep her holding on.
Right.
And to keep getting them coins.
And get them coins, yes. But I feel like Maria is not one to play with. I don't think this is the last we're going to see of her and Sarah. I would really love to see some type of sit down or something. I just really, really want to. And not even to the point of physically fighting. I would just love to see Sarah drop the bomb that she had sex with Michael.
Me too. Or better yet, that Michael had sex with her.
That was like the bomb that she should have dropped that night. And I really feel like Sarah is big pussy for not dropping it.
Me too. So
that's my prediction.
Because that's
she didn't want to get beat up.
Yeah, because that's her only fighting stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what am I trying to say? Artillery. Like that's her bullet. She can't really say anything else. All that stuff about kids. Maria ain't trying to hear that. Text him, call him, get out my face. But if she said he was actually inside me last night, woo.
It's a wrap.
Yeah.
I'm saying it. I said it last week. I'm saying it again. I am Team Maria.
I can't stand Maria.
I don't like the fact that you were a prostitute. But in this situation, I'm Team Maria, because I feel you. Stand your ground. Hold your man down. He ain't ish. You ain't ish. Y'all belong together.
I'm not picking a team no more with them, because Sarah had me looking like a sucker. So you know what? Forget all of them.
Exactly. I'm not team anybody either.
No,
I'm Team Michael, that he's been able to finesse all that.
I know, juggle it.
All the time. Yeah,
we need a Michael versus Lacey. Like, they need to date, and we need to figure out who is gonna come out on top.
That
exactly.
was good. Oh gosh. All right. Well, let us know, guys, who you are. You Team Michael, Team Sarah, Team Maria. You know, if you're an
Team Megan,
Team Megan, who that? How would be Team who that? But in the meantime, make sure you follow us on our social media and tune in again next week, because next week is our last episode. Follow me on Instagram at IamB_Chianne, ChianNE. Where can they find you, ladies?
Please find me on IG at Kittie KaBoom, KITTIEKABOOM, and on Twitter at Kitty Meow.
And you guys can find me washing my hands somewhere, so make sure y'all do the same thing. And you can follow me on all social media at I am Lacey Fierce, IAMLEXIFIERCE.
And
All right, thank you,
Vito
guys.
here. Wait, just one last message. Next week will be live, so make sure to tune into the chat. Make sure to come in and watch these beautiful ladies do what they do best. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.